Hello, this is a podcast from Radio Nova's Rock Report. Ciaran Gribbin is an Irish singer-songwriter who has worked with everybody. Seriously, everybody. And we've spoken numerous times because I really like his style. Got a brand new EP out called My Killer, My King. Nice to catch up with you, Ciaran.
Well, you too, man. It's great.
Do you know what? The first time we spoke, you had just done some soundtrack stuff for that movie, Killing Bono, right?
Yeah.
Second time we spoke, you had just taken over as lead singer of In Excess. And now, third time we're talking, it's all about you and the brand new solo project.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going great, man. I'm now living in Australia and loving it with my family and very, very happy to finally be putting out some solo material under my own name. As you know, I was knocking around for years on the Joe Echo project and doing sort of stuff on a solo project, but this is kind of different because I'm sort of drawing stuff from songs that I've written years ago, and I've basically sort of revamped a lot of them, and I want to start really focusing on putting out solo material. And obviously, as being the singer in Excess for the last couple of years, it's given me a serious bit of profile across the world, and you know, opportunities are coming my way that I could only ever have dreamt of before. So it's very, very good to be putting out some new music.
When we heard that an Irishman had taken that lead role in a band as massive as In Excess, it was just groundbreaking at the time. There was all this excitement about it, and Andrew Farris, basically, you and he were writing some songs together, and then he sort of said, well, you know what, man, you'd be perfect for this. And I've seen some footage of you performing with In Excess. Was that just the best experience ever?
Yeah. As a performer and someone who's been gigging all my life, walking out on stage, you know, we all dreamt, you know, I dreamt growing up as a kid to, you know, walking out and seeing, you know, 10,000 faces and hearing that roar and you know, watching them bunch and you know, holding that audience in the palm of your hand, and you know, that I have lived that dream, and that's something that I'll take to my grave. You know, it's one of those things that I dreamt of as a kid, and I never lost that dream, and to do it was just wonderful.
How did it feel though? Because I know a lot of the time you were doing other people's songs. Did you ever feel that I'm just a cover bloke?
Well, in a way, there was two prongs to In Excess. I obviously was brought in to do a job and sing those classic songs, and that was very much a big part of it. And I had to pay respect to Michael, which I did every night. I talked about Michael, how much of an influence he was and how much of a legend he was, and the audience loved that. The In Excess fans loved that. But I was also brought in, I'm a songwriter, and I was brought in to work with Andrew Farris, and I'm very proud to be the only singer to write with Andrew since Michael's passing, and that's something that I'm very, very proud of. And we've written, you know, predominantly probably around 30 songs together, and I've written with all the other guys as well. And sadly, a lot of those songs haven't seen the light of day, and you know, I don't know what the future holds for In Excess, whether there will be any sort of music being released in the future, or even touring going forward. I know that they've announced that they don't want to tour anymore, but I have a funny feeling that, you know, I can't speak for
things
the band.
Things change. You never say never.
Yeah, exactly. And I think these guys love music, and I think they probably just need a little bit of a break. They've had quite a few hectic years, and you know, they probably need to step away from it to realize just how much that music means to them again. And
yeah, when they took on the bloke from Rockstar In Excess, you know, that didn't pan out very well for them. Are you disappointed that it's you know, they've decided to knock it on the head for now?
Part of me is a little bit disappointed, but another part of me is not. I'm very much getting on with what I've always done, and that's, you know, writing stuff for movies and putting out music under my own name, and I'm enjoying that process again, and the profile of In Excess has given me is wonderful, because you know, people take you serious when you say that you've done, you know, I've done the things I've done, and obviously being the frontman of In Excess certainly hasn't done me any harm.
No, and it never will. My Killer, My King is Ciaran's brand new EP. It's out right now. Where can we find out much more, Ciaran?
Well, it's probably the best thing to do is go to the website, ciarangribbin.com. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. There's a lot of positive things coming up. I've just written a new song for the next Al Pacino movie, and there's loads of gigs. I'm going to Rock in Rio next month to do a couple of shows there. So it's all pretty positive stuff going forward.
When you do Rock in Rio, is that under Ciaran Gribbin?
It is.
Fantastic.
It's my own gig. Yeah,
brilliant.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, really am.
Good man. I've been a fan of your voice for a very, very, very long time. As I say, the EP is out right now. Interesting that you've gone and released an EP. Is there an album in the pipeline?
Yeah, well, there's so much material. I want to put out maybe another EP before I do the album. I just want to. I feel it's very good for me, for my own heart and soul, that I literally air a lot of songs that never see the light of day, and I think that as an artist and as a songwriter, it's positive to feel as if you're getting stuff off your chest, and rather than having all these songs sitting on hard drives. And I went through a lot of the songs and revamped them, ones that I've always loved, and give them fresh production, and I want to get a lot of those songs out there, and it's, there's people that want to hear it, so I'm very happy that there's even anyone interested in what I'm doing, and that's the most important thing.
Ciaran, there's 5 tracks on the EP, right? Were any of them In Excess songs?
Not on this EP, but going forward, there will be songs that I've written with the guys from In Excess that will be released under my name. There's no doubt about that. In fact, possibly my next single will be a song that I co-wrote with Gary Beers from In Excess. So.
Okay, and Johnny McDaid of Snow Patrol is on this, the title track as well.
Yeah, I've known Johnny a few years now. We wrote that song in London a couple of years ago, and it's a song I've always loved, and I'm just so happy to get it out there, and thankfully the response has been very positive.
I've seen you perform it on Australian television from your good publicity person column there, who's no doubt standing beside you. Great job, man. Listen, always nice to catch up. I like your style. I've liked your style for a very long time. Ciaran Gribbin on Radio Nova's Rock Report, the EP, My Killer, My King. Check out Ciaran online. He's all over social media as well. Nice one, man.
Thanks, Marty. Cheers, buddy.